I had to check to make sure that this was the current live stream because we started out the gate with a $50 super chat. LLwA, Happy New Year to Livin Loud with Andy and all the supporters in the community, car audio community. Love you all as my family, and I have been blessed by the community backing during a tough 2023. And LLwA, I am happy that you made a speedy recovery given the circumstances, and I'm happy that you are still here with us today. I love you, and thank you for the donation, the super chat, the LLwA, the Elmo on fire. I love you guys. We got a short intro because we're starting late.
Who would have thought coming into the season that Acrisure Stadium would be chanting Mason Rudolph's name?
Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. Let's go, Rudolph! Rudy, Rudy. Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph. Mason
And if you ever saw it, you would eagerly say, around the other end, this is so
They're playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer here in the stadium.
This is chant right here.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very strong arm.
Happy New Year, everyone, and Rudolph coming in clutch last week for Christmas Eve. And what better person to do so? Again, LLwA, thank you so much. And Mr. K, David Koslick with a $20 super chat. Appreciate you so much, man. And this guy is always telling us.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the light. You gotta hit the light. Love them. It's real easy. That thing that goes like this. Pretty simple.
That's it. Happy New Year, Dave. And don't forget to hit the like. Thank you, man. Appreciate that you're here. You guys, I love you. I'm like, is this from last week's show? And I literally backed up and I'm like, no, that's this week. Wait a minute. Hold up. These guys are super chatting before the show even starts, and the community is strong here, man. And I love doing these streams. Thank you guys so much, and Happy New Year. I want to talk about kind of everything. It's Friday, and of course go through the chat here. But tell me, what are your guys' plans for 2024? I know a lot of people already have L7X builds and maybe kicker equipment they got for Christmas this year, or maybe you bought it for yourself. Hey, that's called adulting. But I want to know what you guys got for Christmas and what your guys' plans are coming for 2024. And again, thank you guys for tuning in, and it's Friday, so we have fun. Again, LLwA and Dave, appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Brandon Banks, thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you as well. I try to get a lot of, sorry, my switcher's acting up, but it's working, so I'm not complaining. No little fade there. But I try to get to your guys' comments, questions, messages. It's really hard to do it all, like Facebook, YouTube, and just Messenger, Kicker Club, the whole nine. And speaking of which, if you want to go to Kicker Club and get your kicker stuff that you got for Christmas posted, shout it out onto the show. Make sure you just drop a comment, a picture of it on this post in Kicker Club. You can't miss it. You just got to look at it. That's all you can do. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Let me know if I sound good. I was doing a little bit of switcherooing and, just tweaking stuff here and there. We got a nice little sponsor list at the bottom here for the sponsors. We still got to get JY. I'm waiting for a nice logo for them. Big logo, bigger the better. And appreciate all those guys that are my sponsors, and they just take care of me. So they're sponsors of the show, just like a lot of you guys are that donate to it. Appreciate you. John K., our moderator, is here. Thank you for tuning in, party people in the house. Roger. What is up, Andy? What is up, everyone? Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you, Roger. Man, you guys are awesome tonight. Bobby B, Uncle Bobby B is up and in here tonight. Let's do it.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
You know it. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Bobby, for being here. El Fuego, again, thank you, man. Appreciate you so much. That's so weird how that just snaps. And I can't change it. I just go over here and I can do little things, and it's still not changing it. It's probably because I left it on for like 4 hours because I've been just planning, and I was like, I'll just leave everything on. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Appreciate you. Andy, Baba, Rudy. What is going on? Let's see, we got Kicker Club over here. I do have it on the tablet. It's just taking forever to load because, you know, we got 2 Wi-Fis in this house and it still is not fast enough. Let's see here. Sean Wirtz, what is up? Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. And Baba, there goes Baba. Not bad for some kickers, huh? Thank you, Baba. Appreciate you. Gifting out 50 memberships. And I'm surprised that's not popping at the bottom of the screen. I need to take a look at that and say, would you look at that? Let's see here. We got our sponsor, alert box. Let's see. Let's test that. Subscriber. Yeah, see, it's working. It's just, it's got a little bit of a delay for some reason sometimes. I'm not too sure. But either way, thank you, Baba. And we've been getting, I've at least been getting, and I don't know if you guys noticed on the channel, people saying, hey, how did I get this membership? And it's because of Baba and a lot of you guys donating, and it's getting it out there. Some are like, I don't even know who this guy is, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. I would say mostly a good thing because it's like, hey, man, if you like car audio, you are in the right place. And a lot of people also said, hey, I watch this channel and now I'm a member. Like that's awesome. And that's literally what that does. So thank you, Baba. Appreciate you, man. Love you. Love you big time. Yes, 25. I actually made it to the game. I know you said you were going to go to Slamology and things happen, things come up, but I made sure I made it to the Steeler game and it was epic. You know, like I was like kind of joking, you know, with the whole Rudy thing. I mean, he's the 3rd string quarterback. We've had him since 2018 and I've had that jersey since then. And, you know, he just never really became a thing, and he sat on the bench, and everyone else is either hurt or just not that good. And he went in there, and he started slinging it, like 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. They won 34-11. It was insane. And to be in that stadium with everything going on, it like the living room does not compete with it. My arm hurt from wailing that towel. Like, it was bad. It was so good, though. I loved it. And thank you, Kayla, for the awesome Christmas gift. Like, that, it doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. I really wonder why my alert box is not alerting. It's supposed to be alerting, and it's just it's not. I mean, that's not a big deal anyway. But still, everything else is working. So I don't know. There it is. It says David Koslick super chatted $20 right there. I don't know. Either way, we're good. I mean, it's live. I try to prepare as much as I can with this stuff, and there's always still a problem somewhere. But less of the same problems. CJ, what is up? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. You guys, killing it tonight, man. Killing it. 25's asking for rain. I mean, if he asks, we're going to make it rain.
Make it rain.
Hit it, Michael!
Peace. Thank you, 25. Appreciate you. Now the super chats are working. I don't know, but it looks like the fries are done. Thank you, Jake. And look at that. It is raining. It is raining. Thank you, man. Let's see. RVH, what is up, man? Thank you for being here, dude. Yo, happy kicker year. It really is. And I got a lot of plans, but we'll see what actually happens for Slamology. I mean, it just has to make sense. But, you know, maybe starting another build with the Volvo. I think that would be intense. You know, I kind of got the Pilot to where I want it to be, where it's a daily build, put the kids and still go grocery shopping. But hey, I don't know, man. A whole car that's a wagon, that's a lot of space, man. I don't have that much in the Eclipse. I would die for more, but then with more space, maybe you need more than one sub, and I feel like that would definitely be the way to go. But either way, it's going to be a kicker New Year. I'm going to tell you that. Duh. Why is my internet slowing down? Why? Why? It should not be slowing down right now. And I forgot to post go live on Instagram. There we go. We're good. If you're watching on Twitter, StreamYard finally hooked that up where our comments will be shown on the bottom of the screen there for Twitter, which is great and all, but Instagram would have been a little better. Why does my internet... Let me take a look here. I resetted everything yesterday. Yeah, we're just on the studio internet. You know, I tried my best with this, and for some reason, I think it's just the time of day that I stream, and everybody else is like on their phones. It's Friday, people are having fun, what have you, and I feel like it's just a bottleneck because I test this right before I go live. Like I hit the, you know, I hit the thing, and I say, would you look at that? 40 megabytes upload and like 1 million download, and it's just, I still have low internet, which makes no sense, but that's okay. It's okay. Maybe what I can do is, man, I don't know. I really don't know. That makes no sense. That really makes no sense. I know one time what I did was I refreshed StreamYard, and that did work. So I can try giving that a go, because I'd rather do that, pause it for 5 seconds, and have a good stream. Let's see. Give me a sec. And we're back. Now it's gone. StreamYard. I blame... No, it's back again. I don't know. You gotta love it, man. I just wish the quality would come through for you guys so you could see it. I'm looking at it right now. It looks like... It looks bad. Thank you, Dean. Gifted 10 memberships. Would you look at that now? Everything's all messed up. I don't know where I'm at. It's Friday. Thank you so much, Dean. Appreciate you. And 10 more members for the YouTubers out there so they can find the content. Man, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Man, I'm bummed now. I am bummed about the internet. We got the famous Keeker, not a kicker, it's a Keeker. I mean, the logo looks pretty darn close if you ask me. Maybe we'll play that towards the middle to the end of the stream, give a little sound demo. And I know Rob did a whole video on it, but I didn't see him do an SPL test. So we're going to do an SPL test on it for a Keeker, something like that. But thank you, Dean. Appreciate you, man. And that looks terrible. That looks terrible, that internet. Is it really that bad where I'm just glitching all over the place? Let me see if I can take this off of the internet. I know, literally, I have my own internet up here. I pay $50 a month just for this up here, and the house has their own internet, so it shouldn't be an issue. See, this isn't even on the internet that's upstairs, so that should not even be affecting it, and this is. So there we go. Now we got 1 bar, 2 bar. It went up. It was teasing me. Come on, man. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Garrick, what's up? What's happening, my friend and brother Andy? Thank you, Garrick, for tuning in. Appreciate that you are here with us tonight. You know, I wouldn't say it's Budget J internet, but it's darn close. Love you, Budget. Thank you for tuning in, man. I've been meaning to get back to you. We'll have to talk one of these days. Gotcha, man. Thank you for tuning in. Streamlabs being Streamlabs. It is, too, you know. It's nice for the little fancy stuff, and then I can have like unlimited banner roll, because StreamYard is big time limited at like 1,000 characters. And we got a lot of members, we got a lot of Patreons, and yeah, we need more. We need more. Man, I'm upset about that internet. That makes me upset. It's literally at 1 bar, which is the lowest. I mean, tell me, guys, does it look like decent? Is it watchable? Because if it's watchable and you can hear me, then who cares? Then who cares? It's scaring me, though. It's scaring me. Basehead 30, what is up? Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. It's freezing. Great. Great. William, hey. Livin Loud with Andy. Friday late night for the win. You're a rock star. Keep doing what you do. And thank you, William. Thank you for being a supporter of the channel, supporter of me. And thank you for just always tuning in and being here with us and hanging out with the gang. And NGA for the win, man. NGA for the win. If you look, you should be next on the list there. See. Boom! NGA. Love it. Love it. Dubby. Kicker. We need a kicker logo for the members. We need that. We need that. Internet slowly going up. We got 2 bars. Now it's back. What the heck? I'm telling you, it's just somebody was downloading some kind of video. I'm not going to ask any questions, but somebody in this neighborhood was taking up all the Wi-Fi and all, not the Wi-Fi because we are hardwired, but all the bandwidth of the internet in the neighborhood. I'm going to find out who it is. I don't know if I should though. That might be bad. Let's see. Demeron. I messed that up. I tried. I looked at that. I said, would you look at that name? I'm going to mess that up big time. I got 20 tweeters hooked up with 2 dual voice coil 12s in my house. You know, I remember the days of just hooking up as many speakers as I could. And I learned that if I just jammed every single one in, you know, red, red, black, black, if I put too many in, it just stopped working. It wouldn't turn up to volume 10. It would just shut off and go click, 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 you know? So I know I've been there, man. And hey, it's the journey. It's the journey. Enjoy it. And 2 12s in any house is going to bang, man. And 20 tweeters, that should be able to keep up pretty well, man. Pretty well. Yeah, I got some new kicker shirts. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate you. I had another one, but I actually have to adjust the camera, mainly this one, for the shirt that I'm wearing because of the lighting and all that other stuff. It made me look really, really red. That's why I like blue, yellow, black. It works good for that, for those contrasting colors. And this one's actually like a gold. So you'll see that. Maybe we'll save it for a Tuesday because it's pretty cool. You know, StreamYard has no, like, anything of changing how things work with upstream. There's no way to check anything. I've been doing a lot with this stuff. It's so limited. The only reason I kept with StreamYard is because of the comments. Throwing them on the screen. That's cool. And for bringing guests on, it's super easy. Not that I do it all the time, but it's super easy. I am dipping into the Streamlabs, but I think you were saying even Streamlabs has issues too. And, hey, who knows? Would you look at that? Would you look at that, 25? I seen a bunch of these on the website, and that's the thing with Kicker's website with having their stuff on there. It's a hit or miss sometimes, especially mostly with the merch, just because they only make so much of it at a certain time, and you got to get it while the iron's hot. I'll put it that way. Some stuff it's like always there, and some of the newer stuff people just buy it up. As soon as they see it, they buy 10 of them. Same. It's not me, not all the time, but I seen these on there. They were out of stock, but actually it's because they were on the website a little early. You know, like they were just on there. Still, I was like, Sandy, I'll take this. I want them. They're cool. And this one's only got the kicker on the front here. It's like the marine, not marine, but power sports. The other ones are a lot cooler, but it didn't go with a theme for tonight. And I always got to keep a theme. I really do. I feel like I missed some super chats. I know I did. There it is. SDK Andy in 360p is nostalgic. Hit the like, please. That's literally it. You know, and with this streaming stuff, you think it would be Streamline? No, it's StreamYard. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you, man. And thank you for the pennies. I knew I missed your comment. I know I missed it. Thank you for tuning in, CM Enclosures. Yeah, I know. It really makes you look at it. We can hear you loud and clear, but you're freezing. Yeah, it's just... I mean, sometimes it can be worse. The audio can be real chippy-chappy. We'll get it. It's all right, Bobby. We'll get you going, man. We'll get you going. If you send anything to Uncle Bobby B, make sure it's UPS. Just put it that way. Just put it that way. Todd Wolf, thank you. Have a happy New Year, Andy, Kicker, SDK, and everyone else. Happy New Year, Todd. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have fun at work, man. Appreciate you, dude. And, you know, this year is going to be awesome. I mean, every year seems to get better in a different way, you know, and other times it's like, how are we going to top that? But the more we do this, the stronger and bigger we get. And it is so cool to be seeing it literally grow like a flower, you know, and it's really insane. I don't know how to describe what we got, man, and I'm just happy to be here and do this stuff. I know it's Friday, you know, it's Happy New Year. We're not really talking about too much, but this is the holidays. We're enjoying our time with our family and loved ones. But the grid of just doing what we do on the daily, all the live shows, the car audio, the installs, the research, just everything that you guys put into car audio wise it's a lot of work. Sometimes you need a break, man. You really do. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see here. I'm always having some kind of issues, man. I'm telling you. Always. All right. So am I caught up now? I think I'm caught up. Cool. I used to have the 2002 model Solo Barrick L7. 2002. Now, is that the black and red? I believe that's one of the very beginning ones. It's not the... I think 06 is the silver. 03, I'm thinking CBRs. That's definitely a black cone. That's definitely a black cone with like the little kicker font inside of like the red S or something like that. That's awesome, man. And you know, I actually had one too for like a day. And I was gonna take it. Guy left it in my car. He said, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Sure." And then he took it back the next day. So I didn't actually get to play it or do anything with it. I almost had that version. It really is, man. Putting together a live stream is more work than most realize. Then when tech acts up, it's super frustrating. I feel you, man. You know, it is. You know, and it's not like total restoration or, you know, just totally just changing everything every show, but it's like making sure that the engine's running and changing the oil and charging the battery, and then, oh, we want to add another amplifier. Oh crap, everything just, you know, messes up. So it's not the worst, but it is a lot of work. I've been up here for 5 hours today, just going over the Streamlabs, adding stuff, learning along the way. But you know, it happens. It really does. See, we're good now. Internet looks great. And that's what makes me upset. It's like right in the beginning, that's where I need to hook people. But honestly, with the live streams, they don't come until 15 to 30 minutes into the stream. So it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you. And huge shout out to the guys that stay through the 360p. Appreciate you. PC is wigging out right now. What, mine? Yo, who's that on Kicker Club? Oh, come on. Why is this being weird? Everything is always a challenge, and it's Facebook and StreamYard. Thank you, Troy. Appreciate you for tuning in, being here, man. I hope you're doing well, and I'm happy you're doing well, man. You know. SJC, the AKA SFFB, built this PC. And this PC is awesome, man. It really is. It's, well, am I zoomed in all the way? No, I got a little bit more. Well, just so that you guys can actually see the PC a little bit here. I don't want to mess up my shot. But it does have a Kicker logo on it. So that means that it's good. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Let's see. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I do like this camera, though, because it's got the manual zoom. Like, this one's got, like, the autofocus, which is great. But, you know, for shots like that, I don't have to do nothing too crazy. Yeah, no Mike DP. DP. Mike. Where is Mike at? Where is Mike? There he is. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. CJ, are the fries done? Are they?
Ding, 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 ding. Fries are done.
Thank you, CJ. Much love to you and the fam for New Year, Andy. Thank you, CJ. Appreciate you, man. And good job making sure the fries are done. You know, and SDK is in line working back there. I know he likes the game. So, you know, you're the guy with the whip telling Jake, hey, another box. Thank you, CJ. You know, and it feels weird too because I didn't go live on Tuesday because we had no, see, that throws me off. I'm used to that little delay. There's no delay and it's throwing me off. And not going live on Tuesday. And, you know, I was thinking about doing a Kicking with Andy, but, you know, the holidays, and it was nice to get a little bit of a break, you know, with everything. And I'm glad I did because after Christmas, I was whooped, man. Steeler game, my sister's house, and then we had my parents over my house for Christmas Day, and it was amazing. And then after that, I was like, man, I am tired. My social bar is down here, you know. I only got so much social bar. If you know me, when I go to these car audio shows, Slamology is tough, but I kind of know what I'm getting into, and it's a little bit different. But still, I'm exhausted after that mentally. So it was a lot just, you know, just being around people and hanging out. And I am an introvert. I really am. I do like being alone. But, you know, if you guys seen the video, that I thought that hit the nail on the head with that explanation because I've learned to be good with talking to people, doing a camera thing, and just, you know, going up to people and just being myself, having fun. But there is a little bit of a, you know, gear turning up there that makes that happen. Not a pro like Kip. Kip is a pro. I swear, he doesn't have to do nothing. William, Merry Christmas to everyone, and all have a Happy New Year's. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you, man. And Happy New Year's. I was thinking about doing a show like Saturday, pushing it off, but I'm like, nah, it's okay. Just because I'd rather do it Sunday night, but then I don't want to take you guys away from doing your stuff, and I don't want to be away from my family New Year's Eve either, but Happy New Year's, guys. Big time. Guys are ready, y'all. I like this guy. Do you like the Alpine Type R? Absolutely, man. And, you know, Alpine's been around for a very long time, too. You know, and people say one brand's better than another, or, you know, name brand, or whatever the situation might be. But still, you know, it's good stuff, man. And it's been around for a long time. I used to run a pair of 10s. I've heard the 15s. I've heard the E's. Well, I had the E's, the R's. I've never had the X, but I've heard it, and I always wanted it. I'll get one day, but it's like trying to get one of these old Solo X's. Good luck. Because then if you do, they want a lot of money for it just because it is a novelty. They don't make it anymore. They just don't. They don't. I do like them. Mac, what is up? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking all the YouTube channels and commenting. I appreciate you, man, and it helps a ton. The CVX is nice, too. It really is. You know, I feel like the CVX, and you can look at it on paper, it is pretty much the L7S, or just the L7 of, you know, earlier years. The same, but a circle. And obviously a little bit different, and I'm sure it has a little bit of tendency differences, too, compared to the square L7. But still, nonetheless, pretty similar, and it's cool. It's cool that they give you that option of having square or circle with the same type of performance, respectively. You know, like whatever, around the same ballpark. Uncle Bobby B. Andy 412s or 415s in the Volvo. He just going for the home run here, huh? Well, I do want to get a 15, and I've always been the guy of doing the most with the least. I think, honestly, in that car, I would rather start out with 2 15s, but, you know, it's like probably 3 15s. 4 15s would be doable, but that would take up the entire car, no wall. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it. at the very least, be a test car for the early stuff, get more electrical, and I'm going to need batteries for that. I did install both Titan batteries back. I'm going to do some testing this weekend, hopefully if everything plays to course that it's supposed to, and be good to go for that. We will see. But that should be fairly easy to do, and get a second part onto it, because I think 2 of those batteries, man, it is just it's a nice Tatum of just power delivery. And I did some more testing and research, and another video that I could just talk about it, but I don't want everything to be about batteries, but it kind of is important of just how to wire your batteries. Of, you know, okay, do I just wire everything red, black, and then right to the amp to battery number 2 or battery number 1, or how do I hook it up? And internal resistances, impedances, the difference. I feel like that needs to be out there more, because I had to dig into the rabbit hole to find an actual form of this explanation that I was trying to look up. I've always heard people talk about it, but why? And I feel like I need to put that into video format. Some which way, maybe Kicking with Danny, or just a short or live stream, we will see. Somewhere where someone's searching it, they can find it, because I'm always looking for certain stuff, and it's like somebody got it for something else that's not car audio. And I feel like with the car audio, there is a lot of stuff out there which helps, but there needs to be more. There always needs to be more stuff out there. Baba with a $20 super chat. Would you look at that?
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
Thank you, Baba. Much love for all the sponsors and fans who support Andy. All the peeps in the car audio community extend a warm thanks for your support. Have a most awesome New Year's all. Thank you, Baba. This guy's been going crazy between Christmas, today's show. Thank you so much, Baba. Appreciate you. You do so much for all the guys here, including myself. And just a stand-up guy. I got to meet him at Slamology, just like a lot of you guys that are tuned in here. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Baba. Appreciate you. And yes, I had to throw that up there. I'm like, do I put it up in the top right corner left? And I'm like, well, we're not always throwing up comments, so we'll put it on the bottom down there, and just, well, where am I at here? Over here? Over here. There we go. We're up. Oh, whoa! Oh, I touched that. NGA popped up. But figured I'd have that down there, just scrolling, going. And a huge shout out to the sponsors, man. Again, thank you, Baba, but the sponsors as well, and people that just support me. You guys are awesome. You guys really are. I do mostly 2 shows a week, and we get people coming back twice a week. That is insane. Thank you for letting me be here and do this stuff, and I try to provide content for you guys and questions. You know, I am literally like this hotline, you know, jump on. You got some questions? Yes, I will go down that rabbit hole. Just here we go. Let's do it. You just got to look at it. That's all you can do, William. Would you look at that? Makes you want to look at it. You need to make a super chat tonight. I would, but I can't actually. It stops me from doing that. I will do that. He's probably talking about 25. Just in a buy an SDK box, get one free. I mean, maybe Jake will get you an SDK box if you super chat for free. Jake's like, boy, I didn't sign up for that. And CJ be like, oh, love you guys. Appreciate you, man. El Fuego, New Year's for Kicker will be good. With the release of many new products in 2024, we are talking Solo X amps, Key DSP amps, and new subs. You know, and I hate beating the dead horse, but a lot of stuff is coming, and I know a lot of you guys are waiting, and it's like every time a product comes out, like the 15 just came out, or the 12, or the 10, and then people are like, what about the 18? What about the 6.5s? What about the 8s? What about the Warhorse? It's coming, guys, and as soon as like Steve Irby says, then it's coming. And that's why the products that you guys get, and you guys love them, because there is a filtering process that every single Kicker product, and I know a lot of other companies do this as well, but I have personally seen it, and I understand, and I see how the gears spin there, of how things work. And It's a well-oiled machine, and it literally is a machine, but stamped with love. Steve will not let that product go unless it is 100% ready. And that's the difference maker with the Kicker products. And, you know, I'm excited to see everything else they have coming down the line. DSP, I know everyone's asking, standalone, or, you know, a bigger key amplifier, a Warhorse amplifier. Now it's coming, you know, and the L7X, it's here, and more are to come. And I'm excited. Trust me, man. I'm ready to retire my 18. It kind of sucks because I just got the Warhorse with it, and it's like, okay, I could throw in the new 18 and the new Warhorses, but I just got it together. Oh, but, you know, I've been waiting for this for a very, very long time, and I can't wait. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more products in 2024, for sure. Cool. Thank you, El Fuego. I like CT sounds. I like CT sounds too, man. You know, if I was going to tell you to go with a cheaper brand, Scar versus CT, I'm going to tell you to go to CT just because I knew the previous owner. I've tested their stuff. I see it, and I know, you know, and maybe Scar can be good in other areas too. And but if you're going with cheap, I feel like the CT is probably a better option, in my opinion. Danny Eddy, would you look at that? Would one SIA 3500 Sundown run 2 Solo X12s? Well, the SIA, that's the full bridge version. So full bridge. So you're not really wiring that guy down to half ohm. I mean, you probably could, but I wouldn't do it. Either way, Sundown underrates their stuff, so you're probably going to get 4K, maybe 4500 at 1 ohm. So we'll say 2 to almost 3K continuous going to those two L7X 12s. Will it be enough for the average to above average person? Absolutely. To the person that's trying to get everything out of their equipment on the daily, push things to the extreme, you might be leaving some on the table wanting more. I'm not sure what is the next step up on that line, if it's the 5K, but I would probably go with their 5K, just so that you have a ton of headroom, and you're really not wanting more power, but you're wanting more sound, and that's when you build accordingly to get more. You can never have too much power. That's the thing. You can never have too much power, but you can have, you know, not enough. Clip it and think that it's your design, but it's not. So you can always rail down on the power, not ramp up on the enclosure, because then you got to change the enclosure. You got to, you know, build differently, bigger, smaller port, you know, and that's why you see a lot of guys when they're building an enclosure for their car, say 4th order, 6th order wall, you know, like the big boy stuff. They never really, I mean, unless you really know what you're doing and you're kind of just happy with whatever it is, they're usually not just, you know, putting all the finish work as soon as they put it together. You know, like that second chamber, that thing's wide open, and then they close it, change it, tweak it, and then when it's where they like it, that's when they finish it. And, you know, I feel like that's where those have an advantage. A regular enclosure in your car, not so much. And I mean, if you're really trying to just see and learn about building enclosures, is to build big. You can't build bigger, you can just make it smaller. And I've done some pretty, you know, caveman stuff by throwing bricks into the box to make it smaller, and throwing pieces of wood into the port and a slot port to make it smaller. And you can always go that route to have a different change. But when you change one thing, you're changing 3. And that's just how car audio and bass and SPL works, to keep it simply. But to answer your question there, I think it would do perfect. You know, and that's the thing. You can always have too much power, but you can never have not enough. Something like that, or something. I don't know. You know what I mean. Come on, man. Thank you, Denny Eddy, for tuning in and being here. $5 says that change I see. Definitely not. Todd with a $20 super chat. Sean Lynn, L7X. See, here they come. Here they come. They're like, okay, we want more. And you know what? Steve's like, all right, get it out there. Get it out there. Tater tots. Tater tots.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you, man. And tater tots. You know, and that's all this guy has to say, is because I agree with this statement 100%. Tater tots. I'm gonna have to put it on the bottom. Sponsored by Tater Tots, because it is. What am I doing here? There we go. Thank you, Todd. Kibo's trying so hard to watch a stream, it's using up all of Andy's bandwidth. You know, I think that's really what it is. Kayla's got downstairs every tablet and TV on with me on. And I'm going to have to tell her, listen, you're going to have to just watch on your phone or something. Like, you can't be doing that. Love them to death. Kibo and Kayla, man. But yeah, you guys are killing my internet. Got to slow it down. Thank you, CJ. BassKnob, I have a gain knob. You know, in theory, it is almost the same thing. You know, you're turning it one way and it's getting, quote, louder or not as loud. And that's why the misconception of that is that. And all you're doing is making the amplifier more sensitive to input. And that's the thing where I don't want to get too deep into that, but whenever you do have your gain cranked all the way up, you know, if you've ever noticed, and you had to have it cranked all the way up, that's the thing. Not just saying, oh, your gain's all the way up or halfway up, whatever. Say that your gain has to be all the way up, and maybe it could go more, but you don't have enough pre-out voltage. You're really making that amplifier work for that signal, okay? And it's going to have less dynamics within that signal that it's producing, and you know, it's not a good day for anything, because honestly, if you have a pre-out voltage that's that low that the gain needs to be cranked all the way up, it's just kind of like someone whispering into your ear. You know, you have a hard time hearing everything, but then if they yell, you know, it's like, whoa, and then your dynamic range is cut, rather than someone talking to you normally at a normal level. And if they yell, you know, it's not as dramatic because your ears are at that level, you know, adjusting to that sensitivity. I don't know, that's kind of the way I would explain it, but there's, you know, it's a lot deeper than that. But yes, it's a volume knob. It's a volume knob. Baba with another $20 super chat. Boom goes Baba.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
For Kibo's Make-A-Wish internet. You know, I didn't know Kibo's internet was that bad. We're going to have to get him and Budget J some internet deals. I don't know. I don't have the best luck either, man. I think it's my area. I live in a pretty populated area. It's not out in the middle of nowhere, but it's pretty populated. And, you know, I feel like people they're bored on a Friday night. There's nothing ever to do on a Friday night, unless you get in trouble or something like that, you know? And they're on their phones or on their devices, and that's the future of 2024 too, man. It's sad, but it's the truth. Either way, and that's why I like doing this, because it's like I still get to talk to you guys. We're using the internet thing, but we're using it in a good way to spread knowledge and have fun, and good fun, clean fun. Thank you, Baba. Appreciate you, man. And I think the $20 is probably going to go half in the internet and half into a lampshade, because I heard he needs another lampshade. Steve the Canadian has become a member. I know that guy, and I need to see something. That's because Definitely Not Todd gifted 10 memberships, okay? And Steve the Canadian is a subscriber. So it is literally people that watch, subscribers, and then they say, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Thank you. Definitely Not Todd. And for the tater tots, 10 tater tots, please. And then the real Todd, please stand up. I am the Todd. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you, Todd Wolf. Appreciate you, man. I hope you're having fun at work. And again, thank you, dude. You know, I can't wait to see your build with Jake's SDK Enclosure design, box, and the Titan 8 battery, and just, you know, you jam it down the street with your L7X12. That's all you're really going to need for what you're looking for. This guy had 412s in a wall, you know, so I understand. He likes bass too, man. He does. And it was 4 L7Qs. It was pretty awesome. 2 KXA 2400s. So the single 12, we're going to see how well it keeps up with that old wall of his old wall of his. I can't talk tonight. It's the rust shaking off. This is why I do streams twice a week, so I don't get too rusty. Blame the eggnog, blame whatever you like. 45-minute mark hits me every time. No, actually it hasn't. It just now hit me. Plus, it's a little hot in here. I forgot to turn on my second air conditioner. I got my heater going to keep it not 50 degrees in here, and it's just way too hot. I'm going to turn that AC on. Bear with me. Like my yellow pants? Yes. And we're back. Yes, Kayla bought me yellow pants, yellow sweatpants, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Need them. You know, RVH, I know you've been to Stillwater. I think you've been to Kicker HQ. Sonic, their first place they ever built was in Stillwater. And yes, they do have the best tater tots. Tater tots, tater tots, tater tots. Do you like Q-Bomb boxes? You know, I had one. I had a sundown in it. I know, right? That's weird, huh? I had a sundown in it, and on my Shark 3500, it was tuned, it said at 38, and it had that octagon-looking port, but it was just a square, but it was, you know, catty-cornered. Sub-back port to the side, I had it oriented, and it looked nice. It looked kind of like an SDK enclosure where it had like the Rhino liner kind of stuff on it, and it was okay. It was probably a well-built prefab, I would say, at least by looking at it, that because of the Rhino line, and I think that's why other companies are starting to jump on that bandwagon of, you know, using that on the outside rather than carpet, is because it does kind of help prevent water resistance, or, you know, make water resistance, you know, stop that from happening, because carpet and wood just never do well with water. And then if you have something that's, you know, a little bit of hydrophobic, it kind of helps, or at least a sealant. And but the sound of it, I wasn't like, oh man, this is great. It sounded like a prefab in my trunk on like 2K. And I think it did like a 46 in the kick, a 43 or 42 at the dash or headrest, one of the two. It wasn't terrible, but it was like 46, 47 hertz. It worked well with the vehicle. I didn't have a clamp back then, so I don't know how much power that was taken to do that. But they work, and I feel like unless you go with a box designer, and that's what's great about SDK here, and others, that will build you a custom one. They do make prefabs, but if you say, hey, man, I would like something custom, this is how I want it to sound, they're going to hook you up. And that's the difference of just buying a Q-Bomb versus custom. Because the Q-Bomb, you can't call them and say, hey, man, I want it tuned it. They're going to hang up on you. They're going to be like, what's it say on the website? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you want 32 hertz, yeah, you're going to have to go with the 15. Oh, you don't have 15. Okay, then that's all you got. You know, and tuning doesn't mean diddly. Like, it does, but it doesn't. I watched the show. Not going to name names. I watched the show, and they were like, oh, it's tuned to 38 and this and that. And they were like making it like it was a bad thing. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, if it's designed for that, if that subwoofer is, you know, going to work better in that application with a higher tuning and a different style box, and that it works, why knock it? Tuning frequency is not the only thing to look at. It's going to give you an idea of what it's going to do, but it does not dictate how that's going to sound. Not whatsoever. Port area, box space, power. the type of woofer you're putting into it, how that woofer reacts with different types of enclosures. Does it even like a ported enclosure? Doesn't matter if it's tuned to 32 hertz or not, man. If it's meant for sealed boxes, it's not going to be the best for it. You know, and that's really pulling straws. But I see stuff and I'm just like, that's why you leave it to the professionals, man. I can build simple boxes. I can get you a ballpark, and a lot of boxes, they work for a lot of subs, but not all. Let's see. Appreciate you, man. See, I like them rabbit holes, but then I feel like I miss on the comments a little bit, but, you know, it is what it is. Dean, some of the DC audio for 4-channel amps, the bass knob only works when the amp is used for subs. I know the bass knobs on, I mean, shoot, even Kicker, they don't have a bass knob for the 4-channel KX A's, but it's for the 2400.1, the 1200, the 1600, the 800, and 400.1, not the 4 channels. So that makes sense why, yeah, it's only for the sub. They're not going into it thinking that you want to have zones. And that's why I thought, and I need to pull this up, but I don't have time right now. But Kicker sells it, and I mean, you could kind of make your own, but it's just RCA's in and out and a potentiometer. And you can have zones, and then you can make your own bass knob for your 4-channel, your mids and highs, before it even goes into the amp. And it would effectively do the same thing. And I think that's cool that they have it, but it's for Marine. That's the thing. They make it, but it's for Marine. If I had it punched up, I would throw it up. I don't want to throw off the speed of the show here. But they do have it, and I believe it's in the Marine section. But it's cool, and you wouldn't have to worry about that issue. Cedric, thank you for tuning in, man. He is loving the logo emojis. Stu, thank you for tuning in, Stu. Appreciate you, man. Not gonna lie, I feel a little off tonight, but it's okay. I'm getting in the... Thank you. Definitely not Todd. Gifted 10 more memberships. Thank you, man. You guys are awesome. And I feel like this membership thing, it is kind of triggering some people. And I like it because it's like, hey, I do YouTube. Check this out. It's kind of like advertisement, yet also gifting people something behind the scenes to be part of the green team if they stick around more than a month and you're an official green team member. You get the green name you get a green name either way, but you get the green logo instead of the yellow logo. The yellow's for the newbies, but we love the newbies too, and you eventually become that after 1 month. And no additional charges. But still, it's going out there. I still got to answer a few. I pinned the one just to be like, yeah, sorry guys, this is from all these guys on the live stream. Tune in Friday. You'll see why we do this, why this happens. Thank you. Definitely not Todd. You just got to look at it. We got one of those too. We got them all. We got them all. Larry Keller. Hey, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, Larry. Appreciate you guys. I know I threw up a few more names on the top here. Those are the Patreon scrolling right now. But I threw up a few more. I think it was like another 10 more that stuck around for the additional month, you know, for the members. And Larry was one of them. Thank you, Larry. Good luck, Bubba. What's Bubba doing? Say a prayer for me, peeps. Went and got Powerball and Mega Million lottery tickets today. I'm just going to start chanting. I mean, it worked with Rudy. Baba, 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 Baba. I seen it was up to like 700 million. Not that I pay attention to it that much, but my friends do, and they're like, oh, would you look at that? I'm like, nah, unreal. I ain't throwing my money away. But someone obviously wins, so it could be you. It could be you. Let's see here. Uh-oh, he's winning both of them. He's gonna rig it. I mean, it could be rigged. And I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if it was rigged. They aight. Cedric, my buddy, looking at that spot. I was just talking to Seth, too. Between you two guys for Team SP Loud, man, I don't care what place we do, as long as I get in. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. And I'm ready to do Team SP Loud this year, man. I'm thinking 3 shows, like I was telling you about. 2 to 3, at least 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Might need to go on vacation other than kicker this year. Just maybe. I don't know. I do miss the beach. It's been almost 4 years. Ribbed rabbit holes. You know, it makes sense. It really does make sense. Thank you for tuning in, Dubby. Jay Shipes, what's up? And I feel like I didn't have too much to go over tonight. Like, you know, I'm really far behind on these comments. Ashley Larry, what is up? Excuse me. Scrolling down, W. Okay, cool. Alphabetic soup. All right, cool. I'm going to throw these up here now that we got this. And we're at the end of the show here. I love that meme. It's like one of my favorite memes. You know, holding the solo Xbox. You know, if any kid got that today, that's insane. I love it. All right, so we have a few here. The top comments. Let's go to all comments. Only got a few. Frank the Tank, you know him, you know the name, now you see his system. He got an L7X for Christmas. He got an L7X for Christmas. He must have one happy wife. I don't know exactly the situation, but either way, she's got to be happy for him to at least own that. All of our wives do, if you are married, to put up with our nonsensical bass problems. Awesome build, enclosure, carpeted, looks clean, looks like you bought it with that in the car, which is kind of the idea that you want to go for a lot of different builds. Some you just maybe want to make it a little bit more, you know, eye-catching, so you just look at it and say, would you look at that? Now, this guy right here, all he did was he bought a grill for himself for Christmas. It's okay to buy yourself gifts for Christmas, man. We're adults here. It's really what we do. Like, I bought Kayla a remote starter, you know, but it's, yeah, I could use it too, but she's going to be taking the kids to school in the morning, taking them to their doctor's appointments, waking up early in the morning, boom, 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 start the car, there you go. You know, it wouldn't have been any different than me buying it any other day, but it was a bigger thing. I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. But still, a grill, and those grills are pretty cool. They do have those on kicker.com. $29.99, I believe, for like the 12. Maybe cheaper for the bigger ones. They got LED, everything. They got, you know, for the squares, they got them all. They got them all. Now, they don't have them for the L7X or the Q anymore. But there's reasons why they stopped doing the Qs, because speaker was going a little too far. Going a little too far. Lauren, we know this guy. If you know Lauren Morelli, this guy got a complete kicker system. Looks like a KMC. I think that's a 10, or the smaller one. That might be the 5. Either way, that might be the 10. I don't know. I want one of those for my car. It's just a hair smaller than your normal double din, but I figure I can do some fabrication like that. I got enough shag on the front of the car. We make it work. I definitely want to do that. It's on my list. I almost bought it. And I said, I need to save a little bit of money here, but I will get that eventually. And then it looks like he has the Marines with the LEDs that go around the outside. And this looks like this is for like an ATV, one of those scat packs or something. I don't know. It's like a giant off-road vehicle. I forget the name for them, but still, they are awesome, and there's a holy crap bar right in the front, so you kind of know what kind of ride you're going for. I mean, I used to have one of those in my car, too, for my mom when I was driving, when I first got my license. Here you go, Mom. Hold on to that. Just hold on to that. Oh, and here we go. Brandon Banks, the guy that was tuning in here. Let's take a look at it. This is awesome. Check this out. Getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there. L7Xs, baby, with a giant TV and equalizer, I forget what those are called, spectrum analyzers. It's awesome. And I love this Subaru. I mean, if you just look at this car and you just look at it, and it looks just like a Subaru STI or WRX. And then you just look in the back and say, oh, would you look at that? That's a nice stereo you got there. It's all nice and shiny. Can't. Oh, let's see. And I think we got one more from him here. I can't hear anything, so I'm going to turn that down.
Forever and beyond.
Oh, we got a little SQ. Ooh.
A reflection of eternity. A bond forever and beyond.
Lippo. What's up, Kyle? Buffering.
A reflection of eternity.
It is acting a little strange, isn't it? Yeah, it's Facebook. What the heck? I got it paused. You know, I usually don't. See, that's just playing that. Why is that playing that and I have it paused? It's literally playing and I have it paused. Oh, it's the first one. That's why. Too much going on here. Either way, thank you, Brandon. We need sound. There we go. Sound. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you. And you guys for sharing those pictures. I wanted to just throw that up for just the show. You know, just, it's Christmas. If you guys got anything. Oh, that was 200 stars. Listen, Kyle, I am trying so hard. And just because of you donating the stars, I have it set up in Streamlabs for Facebook notifications when I get stars. But it's only and only through Livin Loud with Andy on my YouTube or my Facebook page, which is kind of dumb. It doesn't send notifications through my personal page, just Andy McGill or Kicker Club, and that kind of sucks. I don't see any way around it. I went through the rabbit holes, the rigged ones too, and I couldn't figure it out for Streamlabs and the notification, because I do have it. I literally do have it on here, but it just doesn't work. It's supposed to work for just my one group or one page on Facebook, which I get why they have that, but you would think I could use it for my personal profile, and it just doesn't work. But we're just gonna see if I can pretend here. We're gonna go to the alert box. We're gonna go to the alert box, and then we're gonna go to stars. And then can I test it? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, it's not gonna let me test it, is it? Yeah, it is. No, it's not, because it's only YouTube right now. And that's the thing. I'm signed in as Streamlabs ID through YouTube. I do need to test it to stream through Facebook and then have YouTube as my secondary to see if that works. And that's where I was getting that. But then I couldn't test the super chat widgets on YouTube. It's kind of limited. I don't know everything about Streamlabs, but thank you for the 200 stars, Kyle. Straight sharting on them, straight clipping on them. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, man. Ribbed again. Okay, I'll send more next time. I'm trying, Kyle, just for you, man. I am. I'm like, this guy throws stars, and a few other people too, but you mostly, all the time. And it's like, I never get a notification unless I'm just looking at it and I say, would you look at that? And that was on Kicker Club. So I think your best shot would probably at this moment still be Kicker Club, because I always have that up here while I am streaming through Kicker Club. So that is a plus. It's on my channel, or I keep wanting to say my channel. I'm so used to the YouTube thing. On my Facebook page, it doesn't work. On my Facebook, whatever. It just, unreal. Unreal. Hi, Andy. Andrew Constantini. Andrew Constantini. Thank you for tuning in, Andrew. Thank you for being here. Andy, I like it. I like it. Debbie. All right, cool. Yeah. Did you say I stumbled? Yeah, stumbles a little bit. Just a little bit. SDK, we're just throwing out names now. We're just throwing out names. I appreciate you guys big time, man. All right, cool. That's good. Let me check out the chat over here. We got 30 likes, so Dave's words of wisdom did pretty well. Did pretty well. Thank you guys so much. You can see right here too. This is where everybody starts looking at the lampshades in the Discord. Look at that. We lost 10 in like a minute. We lost 10 in a minute. Thank you guys so much. And before we go, what are your plans for the New Year's? I'm just staying here at the house with the kiddos. I'm going to try to do a little bit of the Titan 8 finale. And then I'm going to work on more battery testing, since I have that 500 amp DC battery load tester, which would be nice because then I could test even higher than 500 amps with like an amplifier playing music. I could probably get like into the 1,000 amp range, which is kind of insane. I don't even have batteries or electrical to do that, but that would be with my stereo playing and that. So you could really test a battery even harsher than you would just by playing the test tone. But stuff I want to do with that. But I want to at least get the Titan 8 series done, finalized. And, I mean, then it's going to be, New Year's. It's going to be New Year's. And we will be live on the Unmasked After Show. They're going to have an awesome show this Tuesday. I believe Aaron's hosting it. I think it's Aaron's turn. Yeah, I think he's definitely due up. So that'll be good. And, man, I don't know. We'll be here Friday next week, and then we got Kicking with Andy following after that. Got a lot of stuff going on, but, you know, it's the holidays, so things are, they're nice. You know, I'm playing video games, which I never do, you know, and working and just kind of not just unclicking for a little bit. Like, I came in my YouTube room the other day, and I'm like, man, it is a mess in here. I need to get back on the horse. Like, I feel like I haven't been doing anything in the YouTube department, and I have, but it's just not what I'm used to. And it was a nice little break. I'll say that much. It really was. I do not listen to Pimp C. Now, you know, I listen to every kind of music, but you know, it's not one genre or one artist. I couldn't even tell you half the artists I listen to, but God, do I love their music. I listen to music for, you know, if I like it, period. It's got to sound good, the lyrics, and do they make sense? I don't know. I'm not really listening. Eventually I do. There we go. There you go, homie. Appreciate you. Now you're on YouTube. Fuego's going to sleep. Where's Fuego at? Wait, where's he at? I don't even see him. Oh, come on, Ashy. I mean, I am super proud of you, but come on, man. Gonna be a good New Year's Eve. I can't. Thank you for being here, Ashy. Brandon Banks, everyone be safe and have a great new year. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing that stuff, man. And just thank you. Big time. Big time. Charlie, been too sick to make plans. Have a good, safe weekend, everyone. You know, and that's the thing. That's the nicest thing about the holidays, when you just don't have to do anything. You just kick back, relax, and hang out with the family or friends, what have you, and just have a good time. That is the best part. That's what I see. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. I might be just getting old. Pirates Den, good night. What I missed? Not too much. It's just, we're talking about a few different things. We went down a few rabbit holes with enclosures and batteries, but not really. More enclosures and stuff, and older subwoofers and just people's systems, and, you know, just talking about what we're going to do in 2024 with different kicker products that are coming, and they're coming. They're coming. But, you know, we're just a kickback, relax show kind of thing. You know, it's still, we're getting back. And I got to think about what I'm going to do for next Kicking with Andy, because it's going to come up before I think. I just know it. I'm going to be like, I got nothing. So if you guys got any ideas of what I should do, drop it down in the comments when we do the rollout. I'll see what I think about them. And, you know, no answer is a wrong answer, you know, and it's just, there's different things that I can do, and I'm semi-limited, but just like anybody. But I would like to try different things. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. Talk about things, demonstrations. I got a pretty, decent little test area over there. Only because of you, 25. Only because of you. See? Have you heard Pimp C riding dirty? You catch me riding dirty. Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know. LOL sent you a super chat on YouTube. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I didn't see it. Thank you, Kyle. Hashtag straight clipping. Let's go, Andy, with the dinosaurs. With the dinosaurs. Thank you, Clippo. Appreciate you, man. And I don't know. I think your build will be done by Slamology. I would assume you got a nice shop. Looks like taking care of a lot of stuff, and just it's coming together. And you're going to be done a lot faster than a lot of people, which is going to be great. So it'll be ready by Slam, I'm guessing. And I definitely want to hear that. I'm going to be finding you. Or we might be parked beside each other. Who knows the deal. But I can't wait to see that with all the L7X 12s he has. What is it, 15 of them, 12, 15, I forget. There's so many. And there's a few different builds out there where people just, just go and, balls to the wall with just tons of woofers, tons of power. But it's great to see with the L7X out there in another serious build just like the Bronco and Drew Jones' wagon and, all the fun stuff. Thank you so much, Clippo. Appreciate you, man. And I'm glad you're here. I really am. I really am. All right, now, see, StreamYard kicked me all the way up there to your chat. So maybe something was up. Yeah, because, see, this is all the way with Fuego. See, I missed it. See, I totally skimmed right over that one. Perfect. Van will be ready by Slamology. Did you guys hear that? And you know what? I just realized. I just looked at it. I didn't even get to play the kicker. I did have it. I did have the kicker. I did have it going. It's hooked up. It's ready. And this thing's great because it's not even a kicker. I keep calling it a kicker. It's a kicker because it's not a kicker. It's an off-brand kicker. That is not Kicker's logo, but it damn well looks like it. 16 of them. I was one off. That's 16 12s. You guys realize that Kicker's Bronco only has 9. This is going to have pretty much double. That is, and I'm sure you're going to have a Warhurst each, or at least 1 or 2 on each one. That is insane. That's going to rip your face off. I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready. Surprise, all the raw materials fit in the van in one trip, Kyle. I mean, I seen that picture. At least he'll know that it's gonna, like, the suspension's gonna hold. Because that's the thing people don't think about when they do these big systems. Like, oh, wait, I gotta upgrade my suspension? Oh, man, my motor mounts. Oh, my transmission. Is it gonna carry all that? Stuff you gotta think about, man. Big time. You're pulling around a lot of weight, and that's why, you see a lot of these aluminum and lighter wood, aka not MDF, walls being put together to save weight. MDF can be 2 to 3 times as heavy as, Baltic birch or just, plywood, whatever, other woods. And whenever you use a steel frame, I think the steel frame can actually be a little bit lighter compared to how much wood you would need. And I think that's really another reason why people are doing the steel frames, or at least the frame bracing, and then using the pieces of wood in the sections, just like how Exo's doing his right now. And I feel like there's structural advantages to that, and then also weight too, and maybe cost might be a little bit more, but with rigidity and something that's going to last. You don't want that giant wall that you put thousands of dollars of wood into to fall apart and to break. That's your foundation. It really is. Do you like the GMC Safari? Man, this guy's funny. GMC Safari. Is that the weird looking new one? I hate when they try making things that are Jeeps that just aren't Jeeps. But they do have a lot of GMC terrains and trucks that have kicker tailgate systems in the back, which is awesome. Happy New Year, my brother. I thought you were going to say ye Andy. and my family out here be safe. Thank you, Ashy, and I know you're going to have a good New
I
Year.
don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
I seen the comment. I know you'll be fine, but you're wishing everyone else a happy New Year, and happy New Year to you, Ashy. Appreciate you, man. And yes, Ashy is making it rain. He is making it rain. All right, cool. He's gonna be sharting on him, Bubba. He is gonna be sharting on him. You know, it's okay, man. You know, I try to predetermine what you're saying and how brains work and all that fun stuff, but sometimes I still slip. I'm like, what the? It's Ashy. It's okay. We're good. We're good. EXO is a Geno. EXO is a Nissan, and wait, I thought you said XOX. Oh man. EXO calculated the weight to the damn ounce, and you have to, man, because you're trying to utilize, you know, without spending more. So you're like, okay, well, I got to make sure that everything is accounted for. And, you know, he's been doing this stuff for a long time, and he's got some help too. And you need it for those big builds, man. If you're doing all by yourself, I mean, it's still going to take forever. It's really going to take forever. And every big build that I've had, I've always had a hand or two. And you need that, man. There's no way. There's no, I did everything. There is no that. There is no that. Ask CJ. Love you guys. And Jake was here earlier, but I don't see him anymore. Oh, is a safari van. So that's what Kyle has. That's what has Kyle. That's what Kyle. See, I'm lost. Or is it the Astro? I mean, they all look the same. It's a van, and it's good for SPL. I mean, I'm sure his van's going to have a higher crash test rating than 1 star just because. All that steel and just, yep. The amount of time EXO put into his video is amazing. Truly a master at what he does. Yeah, he puts a lot of effort in the editing, and it's not just, you know, like the B-roll is... It makes sense. And I feel like B-roll, it sounds like the easy part to make. It's not. It's not, because you don't know when you're going to use it, what you're going to use it for, and you almost have to plan ahead mentally how that video is going to look. And it's a lot of experience. It's a lot of experience. Okay, so it's an Astro van. I mean, Safari, if there is a van, it's called a Safari, and I know GMC and Chevy Astros, you know, I know they're pretty much the same thing, but either way, and I've been seeing a lot, at least recently, like the loudest build is that car, if I'm not wrong, the green and blue that has kicker on the side. That's half the reason why I know, which is insane. Yep, same thing. Astro van and its S10 frame. You know, I feel like even the Hummer is an S10 frame. The last year of the GMC Safari was made in 2004. What a shame. Bob, but the production work you guys do in your vids is awesome. People don't realize how much work and editing is involved. You know, and there's, for like the shorts and stuff, like there's a lot of AI and like pre-cut out templates that you can do and make things a lot easier, but I'm always finding myself tweaking it, and then those are the videos that do a lot better. When I just leave it how it is, nah, not so much. So you always got to put your touch into it and what people are used to seeing, and it is the experience in that. And I'm no professional with that side of things. Sure, maybe the live stream's semi-professional, but not really, and you still learn, but it is a lot of effort. And shout out to all the YouTubers out there, man. You guys kill it. You guys literally kill it. Derek's been going insane, literally a video every day. I'm sure that was a lot of preparation to have that all ready to go, and lots of testing, man. And what he does is very thorough, gives you a history and you know, his input on it. And sometimes demo test, if not, you know, I mean, it seems like there's always a demo test. I'm not a fan of that, just because, you know, it's, you're never going to get that experience out of that, of a video of what it sounds like, the amplifier. But it can give you an idea, hey, is it going to move these subwoofers? Is it going to do that? And it works for that certain type of person. But, you know, that's the thing. When you make these videos, you got to figure out what audience you're going after. And that's more of a wide angle audience. And you need that. You really do, because there's more of them than there are of us. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Oh, clip up. Andy, I feel you have a great podcast and your personality is great for what you do. Here's to 2024 and big things coming to you and the family. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you so much, man. And I try my best. And that means a lot, dude. And big things to come. Always. Thank you, man. It means a lot. This guy, he reminds me a little bit myself, too. Like when I met him in person, I was like, man, this guy, he's got that smile. Look at that. That's cool. You know, a lot of people, like, they're usually moping around. And this guy was happy, you know. I've always loved Heinz Ward for that reason, too. And, you know, it's just... some people are happy, some people just aren't so happy. This guy's happy. Thank you so much for being here and repping Kicker like you do, man. It's awesome. Awesome. And thank you for the good words, sir. Straight preaching? Straight preaching? Is it preach straight clipping? Straight preaching. Fortify with a metal cage. All right, cool. Well, I don't want to keep you guys here too long. We already went a little bit overboard. My neck kind of hurts. I think I slept kind of funky last night. Either way, love you guys. Happy New Year. And I mean, shoot, this weekend, be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. I know literally like this holiday is the worst for drinking and driving. And just be safe out there, please. Don't be dumb. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Be safe, everyone. Have an excellent New Year's. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one. And cut.
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Bubba! If you can hop a ride on his giant 18 kicker truck, 18-wheeler, hop a ride down to Stillwater in fashion. That'll be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, where is Cornette at?
with my ring and my confetti. I'm Kobe Bryant ready. Pink rose and chronic smelly. Now I'm stumbling off the telly. I'm so fly, I'm so fairy, and the way I flow is very. Into a machete, when my pencil move is deadly. Platinum man, platinum bezzy, make a straight girl out of Leslie. Magazine, Mac Desi, keep my windows like the Prezi. Press a button and I'm stunting. My roof look.
And that's how you get demonetized. Thank you, Roger. He's going choo-choo with the train. He's going choo-choo. Oh, man, the train is coming in the station with Ashy. Sorry, Baba Baba. Baba 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 for the Blake Corda Fuego Concert at B13 search party. CJ's taking it. Love you guys.